Welcome back. You're still tuned into Midcap Radar on CNBC-TV18, and it's time to go straight to the corporate on our radar. Garware Technical Fibres, according to an Ambit report based on its visit to one of the company's plants, the brokerage says replacement demand, customer upgrades and market share gains are expected to drive growth for the company. The company also recently announced a 90 crore rupee buyback. To discuss all this, let's welcome Shujaul Rehman, who is the CEO of the company. Mr. Rehman, good afternoon. Thanks a lot for joining us. I wanted to understand, out of all the segments that you have, including aquaculture, there's fisheries, sports, geosynthetics, which is the segment which is driving growth for you? And say 2 to 3 quarters down the line or 2 to 3 years down the line, where will the most amount of contribution coming for? Because you are talking about expansion in geosynthetic segment. Will that be something that will see an increase in contribution?
Good afternoon. Thank you for having us on the show. As far as expansion is concerned, aquaculture will continue to be our driving engine. Growth opportunity is there for us to grow in aquaculture, salmon aquaculture. We are also evaluating options, and actually we have also entered into non-salmon aquaculture in countries like Panama, Mexico, Indonesia, where the market is big and we are getting good traction for our products. So aquaculture, both in salmon and non-salmon, will be an opportunity of growth for us. Sports is another segment which is doing well. It has had a 27% CAGR in the last 3 years. We expect sports to continue to grow. Railways is an opportunity in geosynthetic for us. You may be aware that in NIP, 14 lakh crore has been allocated for railways, and geosynthetic is an opportunity because penetration is at 0.1, 0.2% level in India, and even if it doubles, it means a big number for us. So these three are the opportunities areas for us: aquaculture, both salmon, non-salmon, and geosynthetic and sports.
Mr. Rehman, could you tell us what is the addressable market size in all these 4 segments: salmon fishing, non-salmon fishing, sports and the allied business, and fourthly, geosynthetics?
So I'll try and answer it segment-wise. It's difficult to give an overall answer, but in aquaculture, we are already at about 40% market share globally. The market is growing at a good pace. The fish consumption is increasing. Requirement for protein is increasing. So overall, salmon will grow, and our market share will try and increase the market share also. Also, as you may be aware, that we are focusing on focusing on innovation, and we already have 23 patents granted, and 77 patents have been applied. So we are trying to upgrade the customer to a next level of product. We have one product which is called V2, which is a patented product. There, the realizations are much higher. So even at the same level of market share, our value share can keep increasing. So that's the opportunity that we have for salmon aquaculture. Non-salmon, as I just told you a while back, salmon is only 30% of the global fish production, so to say. Non-salmon is 70%, and there we are trying to expand to new geographies. We already have got good gains, and that will be an opportunity for us to grow forward. As far as the market share in sports is concerned, very difficult to give an answer to that because we are in 75 countries, and USA and Europe are the big countries. I would say we are a market leader in the sports segment, but there is also opportunity to grow in sports. We have also entered into sports allied, which is the metal part of, let's say, metal frame and gym mats and those kind of products, which are accessories for sports, wherein we were not there. A lot of these products we were getting sourced from China, but now I think our customers want us to supply it to them. So we are already entering into these segments, and hopefully this will be a good opportunity for us in terms of growth.
Okay.
As far as geosynthetic is concerned, sorry, yeah?
No, go ahead.
Geosynthetic, as I told you, I think railway is an opportunity for us with 14 lakh crore allocated for railways at 0.1, 0.2% penetration. Even if the penetration doubles, it's a big number for us. And we have, as I told you, we are driving penetration innovation. That's the way to grow for us.
Okay. So that is about the top line. I wanted to understand what is happening on the margin level. You had mentioned that you expect gross margins to inch up at that 70% mark again. Where are we when it comes to margins, both on the gross and the EBITDA level? And what about raw material costs? Has that been an issue for you, or is it getting better in Q3?
So coming to the margin at a gross level, we are now almost back to, let's say, 19-20% level. If you notice in Q1, we were at 15. We came back to 19, and we will probably maintain 19-20% level going forward at an overall gross level. Operating EBITDA is about 17%. There also from 13, we have moved to 17, and hopefully we'll maintain at 17% level. So that's on margin. As far as the overall growth is concerned, as I told you, we are looking at double-digit growth and both in top line and bottom line.
Okay. Can you talk a bit about this allied sports business? The metal rods that you need, the gym mats, etc. How big is the opportunity? What is your market share right now? And are products from China coming in? And what's happening on this China plus one factor here?
So you may be aware of the supply chain challenges that most companies face, and we are supplying these nets, the sports nets, to all our customers who obviously are buying nets from us and buying these, let's say, a tennis post or a frame, these kind of products or a gym mat from a let's say a supplier in China, and they are also now want to consolidate and give all the order to one supplier. So we're getting there. We have good relationship with the customers. As I told you, we are the market leader in the netting segment. So hopefully this opportunity will also come our way. It's difficult to give an answer of the market size because it's very fragmented and it's not easy to answer that question.
Okay. You were looking at some acquisitions as well, especially in Europe. Are asset prices or the prices of acquisitions something that is looking very attractive? If you are looking at acquisitions, what segments will it be and what is the kind of cash that you have on your books? By when do you think you'll be able to close on those acquisition plans?
So the acquisition will be in the area that we operate. Will be strategic acquisition. We are evaluating options, and as I mentioned last time in our interview, I think Europe is one option definitely we are evaluating. But these things are 0-1, so we are discussing with some prospects, but still things are not moving forward. Hopefully, in the next few quarters, you should be able to hear some good news on that front. But right now, nothing is in the pipeline. We are obviously wanting to deploy the cash. You are aware of the buyback, so we are always trying to deploy the cash, and M&A is definitely on the radar, but nothing at this stage as of now.
The kitty for acquisition be? Have you set aside an amount that, okay, this is the amount of acquisition we would be making or something in that regard?
So it is the first acquisition that we are evaluating, so it will not be a big acquisition, but it depends on the prospect. If the acquisition is good, we obviously can go. We have about 400 to 500 crore on cash on balance sheet. So that's not a problem, but it will probably be a small acquisition to start with because we need to know how to do an acquisition and how to run it.
What's the big risk on the horizon for you, Mr. Rehman?
See, our products are linked to food, so 70% of business is food linked. So I don't see any risk. Both our segments in fisheries and aquaculture are growing. Sports, we were expecting that there could be some issue, but I think overall the demand is very good. The order pipeline is good, and the light opportunity is also giving us some level of growth. So overall on the demand front, we are very positive.
Okay, Mr. Rehman, thank you so much for joining us, taking us through what the demand outlook is and what growth targets are looking like for your company. With that, we'll slip into a break. On the other side, in our special segment, Midcap Spotlight, we'll focus on Bajaj Consumer. Stay tuned.